debated in the scientific community, but science works in the realm of objectivity. There are right and wrong answers. For instance,
No,
in medicine, to treat depression, Advil as a prescription is objectively wrong.
okay.
Do you understand the difference?
I didn't really pay attention to that last sentence because it seems not relevant, but
All right, Timber, you're going to get muted for a bit just so we can move on.
I just want to point out, you realize, like, you mentioned Bertrand Russell. You realize he's, like, got a whole thing in philosophy of language, right? Like, that's like his whole theory of meaning.
You just don't understand what Bertrand Russell's referring to when he speaks about language. You've demonstrated this over and over again. You think they're talking about the is, but really what Bertrand Russell, he will reference the is, but he's getting at the ought of language.
I just don't see why you think.
I think you should. Well, you just seem to you strike me as someone that has a particular agenda behind your communication, and maybe it has something to do with you not thinking that. Well, I don't know. Like, Justin Bieber, are you a God believer?
No.
Okay, so you don't believe the Christian God exists?
No.
Okay, I'm just checking. The reason why I'm asking is because it sounds like you're trying to make like objectivity in the ought realm work in some way. That's the sense I'm getting from you.
I have no. I'm a moral anti-realist. I don't think any. So I think most oughts are just have some sort of goal or desire in mind, but that has nothing to do with my point, which is just that in the case of most philosophical disputes, you're not just trying to decide, like, somebody could say that you're trying to decide how we ought view things, but somebody else, a lot of philosophers probably just don't even care how we ought view it and just care about what's actually the case. And even if it is actually the case that some theory of meaning is correct,
trying to determine what is going on in reality is not the realm of philosophy.
Yeah, but I just don't agree with that.
Okay, well then we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one, because
just real quick. What do you think ontology and mereologies are like discussing? Do you think they're discussing like odds? Like, it just seems like philosophy, especially in philosophy of metaphysics, that's all they're talking about is what is the nature of things and how things function in and of themselves. So I don't know what you're talking about. There's just like so many.
You're confusing in those realms. Like, you will get is inquiries, but the philosophy comes in when there is some kind of ought dissection and investigation going on.
So you don't think there's ontology being discussed in philosophy?
Next question.
I had a question. You seem like you know a lot about Russell. Could you explain his definite description stuff?
Wait, what?
Just so. Who said that? Who keeps unmuting Timber, by the way? Stop doing that. Whatever.
That was me. I was given a chance.
Yeah, I'm giving these guys. We have trolls in the room, and it's easy to tell. If you guys are here to try and test my knowledge on books I may or may not have read, just leave. That's not what this is for. We're here to discuss ideas, and maybe I need to be more specific. This isn't a place where you're going to come in and try to get me to answer your test questions about some kind of book or something like that. Like, that's
you didn't address my idea.
He was asking.
I didn't bring up a book.
Like Russell's ideas, like specific.